welcome back to the Tegiwa YouTube channel. Fresh off the back of our GR Yaris exhaust test, today we're doing an intake test. So we've got 7 different filters here today, ranging from open ones, closed ones. We've got Sprint, Eventuri, HKS, MST, ITG, Airtec, Gruppen as well, and we've got a Cyvex all-wheel drive diff controller as well that we're going to use on the dyno, so we can put it in burnout mode and take some figures. What do you think is going to perform well today, Matt?
Well, on the road, I think that the enclosed ones are going to be good. We've got the Eventuri and the Sprint, which we've already seen from other Yaris owners, giving really good gains. So keen to see what they do, but depends what you want, really, doesn't it? If you want the noise, then you can't beat an open filter, can you?
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting because people go for intake. Like, there's a few reasons, isn't there? Sound, the visual appeal, and also the performance. So there's 3 different factors there, and they start from £400 up to 1,300, I think. So there's a few different options there. So we're going to start unboxing some, do some data logs on the standard filter, and jump right in. So let's get on with it.
So the GR Yaris, as we all know, is a 4-wheel drive car, but they are notoriously hard to dyno in 4-wheel drive mode. So unfortunately, here we only have a 2-wheel drive dyno. So to make it a 2-wheel drive Yaris, we've got this Cyvex powertrain control unit here. This is a quick install into the boot, and it enables the rear diff to uncouple when we pull the handbrake. So we can just dyno it just with the front wheels on to make it super simple and super reliable. So we're going to chuck that on, get the standard car on the rollers now and see what it's making. Right, this is my GR Yaris, and here is a standard airbox. So first of all, just a quick disclaimer, you might notice this box in the corner. It's a DT UK Stage 1 tuning box. It is going to be disconnected for all of these because I know that most people won't run something like this. So we do have this blanking connector that's just basically bypassing that box and letting it all run as it was standard. So just ran it up with this standard airbox in place. It's around 277 horsepower, which is great. So that means that it does have an ITG panel filter in here, and the GPF delete from the exhaust test, I kept that on the car. So 20 horsepower overclaimed, which I'm really happy with. So some of the airboxes that we have today finish here, which is just at the end of this flexi pipe here, and some of them go all the way to the turbo elbow, which is going to make things a bit toasty for me, but that's okay. And so the standard airbox has a little feed here that just comes from this little vent in the grille. The standard one though, if you look underneath it, it's got holes in it. So some of the air path's a complicated thing, but some of the air, as far as I can see, that comes in here can just go straight out again. So a lot of the air boxes that we've got have a dedicated feed that fills this sort of void here, and hopefully should provide some good gains. So the MAF housing on this, we've got not too much of a lead up to it in a straight, but we'll pop the airbox lid off in a second and have a look. Afterwards we've got a nice straight pipe here. So what's important is that we get a similar sort of effect on the other airboxes for this to work as it was originally intended. It's okay to have it on a bend, it's okay to have it wherever you like, as long as it's sort of kept consistent, because you can calibrate your, the standard, manufacturers will calibrate their standard map to suit this in a particular orientation or direction. So we'll see. I think this is going to be the biggest effect, how we can make sure, how we can get the air smoothly past this and keep it repeatable. So right, so let's have a look at the under the airbox lid. So as mentioned, I do have an ITG panel filter in this. So as we can see, there's not an awful lot there before the before the MAF, so air's just going to be not the straightest, but again, Toyota have calibrated it to that, so we should be okay. And as I say, a lot when we were doing on the unboxing, especially the Eventuri, they've done a lot of CFD, a lot of their own testing, so expecting that to work really well.
Okay, so just over the £1,000 mark now with this intake, the Eventuri system, £1,248 I believe it retails at. Eventuri claim a plus 15 brake horsepower increase and 18 foot-pounds. So quite a bold claim. Interested to see whether that lives up to that claim. Well, we're going to unbox it, see what's inside.
Oh, that's nice as well, look at that.
Wow.
Whoa.
Now this is sick. We're having a good time now.
Yeah, you're getting what you pay for here, aren't you?
Okay, so we just unboxed it. This is a gloss carbon system. They do a matte carbon as well, but straight away, this is, you get what you pay for. The finish on the carbon's stunning. Yeah, it's just all really nice, and I'm super impressed because we've got, I can't count, 7 stickers here, and one of them's a 3D gel V for Eventuri, so mint. And Eventuri's like marketing team are amazing. They've always got like top-notch photos. Like, you know, I'm a bit of an Eventuri fanboy really, but yeah, the quality really does speak for itself. And
also they've got a really nice video on their channel which shows the development process of this, all the CFD, all of that stuff here. You know, it shows. It's really good. They've got their own car that they've tested on. They know it works, so keen to see what it does. So this is the first design where the MAF housing is part of the actual airbox, just like it is standard, I think.
It's on the straight bit as well.
So yeah, so it all funnels down into that. Really nice sort of taper down, so should flow really well. And again, that's what they've been, you know, that's how it's been designed and modelled on their system. So yeah, really keen to see what this one makes. Yeah,
and if you are someone that's looking for an intake, you know, that's looking for something that's going to look good under the bonnet, then yeah, straight away this one I think is going to look good, but obviously it comes at a price.
At the recent Tegiwa Yaris meet, a couple of guys had these. As soon as the bonnets come open, that's it. Everyone's having a look around, aren't they? Because they do look really good. Yeah.
So strap this to the car and see how we get on.
Eventuri on and Dynode. I've got to say, fitment wise, this thing's fantastic. It lines up so well, and so many things on it are really well thought out. It uses the standard rubber mounts for the standard airbox, which are a really nice touch, and everything's just really well thought out. I can't really say much more than that really. Yeah, like we've got a little clip on here on the pipe at the back to put the vac line on, so it's not just hanging around like it has been on every other intake so far. Yeah, really happy, and it delivered what it said as well, didn't it, pretty much? Yeah,
so Eventuri claimed extra 15 horsepower over the standard, and it did an extra 14, so 291 horsepower it's just made with 276 foot-pounds of torque. So that is the fastest one of the day. And yeah, just what Matt said really, like it looks the business under the bonnet.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's big and girthy, unlike the others. Yeah, I think personally, so far, this one's my favourite, but obviously it comes at a big price tag, so.
It does, yeah, considering you're only a couple of horsepower up on the MST, which was the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you want absolutely everything out of it, then this is the way to go so far, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, on to the next one, guys. Okay, so that sums up our GR Yaris intake test. It's been a pretty successful day. We've tested all 7 intakes, lots of findings. Here's a graph, insert graph, of all the different figures that we found out on the dyno. What are your thoughts, Matt?
Well, it's great that they all made power. They all made at least 5 horsepower over standard.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. It's nice also that my favourite was the Sprint, but I do really like the Eventuri as well. Especially, to be honest, after fitting them both, my favourite is now the Eventuri.
Yeah.
But yeah, that did give the most,
Yes.
but so it should, given its price.
Yeah, so this was the 3rd highest priced intake, but this got the best numbers, didn't it?
Yeah.
It looks the best, it gave a good noise.
Yeah, it fits perfectly as well. You like, there's a lot to it, there's a lot of parts to it,
Yeah.
but it really does fit well.
Yeah, if you're going for an enclosed one, then probably the Eventuri is
yeah,
the
that's
one we'd
right.
go for.
Yeah, so these are so sought after. If you're like me and you have a car for a year, maybe less, and you do a bit to it and then you're looking to recoup your money, these are a safe bet, aren't they? Really, really safe bet.
And these are designed in the UK as well,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
pretty good feature.
Yeah.